Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea. What if our entire definition of success is, well, wrong? We're going to explore something called the false ladders of success, and why that relentless climb to the top might not be leading you where you actually want to go.
So let's just start with a question that a surprising number of really high achievers find themselves asking. You've done it all, you've checked all the boxes, you won the game, but instead of that deep satisfaction you were promised, there's just a weird kind of hollowness. It's this unsettling feeling that something really important is missing. I mean, think about it. From a really young age, we're basically handed a map for life. And on that map, life looks like a ladder. Every single rung is a new achievement. Better grades, then a good college, a better job, a bigger title. And we're told our whole job is just to climb as high and as fast as we can.
But here's the thing. For so many people who actually make it to that summit, the spectacular view they were promised, it ends up feeling more like a mirage. From far away, yeah, it looks amazing, it looks impressive, but when you get up close, you find out it's kind of empty. You can't actually touch it.
The author Patrick Morley just nailed this feeling. You hit the target, you get the thing you've been chasing, and then you're still not satisfied. And that's when the real questions start bubbling up to the surface. It's that moment where success was supposed to give you all the answers, but instead it just makes the questions a whole lot louder.
Okay, so this brings us right to the first, and you could argue the most critical trap of all, this danger of climbing the wrong wall from the very beginning.
The great mythologist Joseph Campbell warned about this exact scenario. And it's a really profound fear, isn't it? The idea that all this work, all this sacrifice, could be for a prize that, in the end, has absolutely no real meaning for you.
So here's a really key insight. Failure actually forces us to stop and think. We have to ask, okay, what went wrong? But success, especially unexamined success, can be like a dangerous drug. It just numbs us and keeps us from asking the single most important question there is. Am I even climbing the right wall?
All right, but let's say you're pretty sure you're on the right wall. Well, there's another paradox that's waiting for you, the trap of the empty victory. This is where we see a really critical distinction. Our culture has taught us to confuse accomplishment with fulfillment, but they are not the same thing at all. Accomplishment, that satisfies your ambition. It's an external win, right? But fulfillment, that satisfies your soul. It's that deep internal feeling of being in the right place.
And that's the thing, isn't it? All those achievements, they can totally satisfy your ambition, no doubt about it. But they can never, ever satisfy your soul. And without that inner clarity, those big outer victories, they don't actually fill the void. They just make it feel even bigger.
And this quote, well, it points to a really hidden danger. Success can make us arrogant. It can trick us into thinking we have it all figured out. And in doing so, it plants the seeds of our own future collapse. And we don't even see it happening. The investor Howard Marks backs this up completely. He says success can make us comfortable, lazy, and not very curious. It's failure that really forces us to adapt, to learn, and to actually grow. Experience, he says, is what you get when you don't get what you wanted.
So, all of this leads to a final and, honestly, a pretty sobering thought. The price we pay for conventional success is often way higher than we're willing to admit. We love to celebrate what success adds to our lives, right? The money, the status. But true wisdom measures success by what it quietly takes away. Your time, your health, your relationships, and just the simple ability to be present in your own life. You can see this so powerfully in what's often called deathbed clarity. It's that moment when all the noise of ambition just fades away, and what truly mattered becomes painfully, tragically clear. And it's never about one more deal or one more promotion. It's always about connection and being true to yourself.
So the crucial point is this. The real cost of success isn't just about what it consumes, your time and your energy. It's about all the life it crowds out. And that matters because it means the true price is paid with things you can never get back. The laughter you missed, the peace you never found, the relationships that just withered away.
Okay, so where does all this leave us? I know it might sound a little bleak, but it actually brings us to a really powerful place. An awakening. A chance to change the rules of the game for ourselves.
Look, the goal here isn't to just throw away ambition or stop trying to achieve things. Not at all. It's about examining that ambition. It's about shifting how we measure a good life, moving from a measurement of elevation, how high did I climb, to one of alignment.
Is this climb actually bringing me closer to who I really am?
And this is the key takeaway from this whole journey. Realizing you're on the wrong path and having the courage to step off that ladder, to change your course, or even to start over, that is not failure. That is a profound act of wisdom. That is awakening.
And that leaves us with one final, and I think, much better question to ask ourselves. It's a question that completely reframes what success means. It's not about altitude anymore. It's about direction. So, are you climbing the right wall?